Good morning, my name is Ami Dhabalia and I'm just going to give you a preview about the basics of income tax. As in, we know right now, as of now, we are studying Income Tax Act 1961. Prior to that, there was Income Tax Act 1922, and prior to that, there were some other acts, and prior to that, if you have seen the movie Lagaan, we वहाँ पे क्या भरते थे? Lagaan. That is basically tax. If you observe in that movie, the farmers, they used to harvest crops and sell them, and whatever जो भी बाकी था वो टैक्स की तरीके से जाता था. Now, as and when industrial revolution came on, alright, so there was an evolution of man as such. Along with that, the income which he earned. Basically, 150 or 200 years before, the only two main sources of income were income from business and income from salary. उसके बाद he realized that there are other avenues from which you can earn the income. So उसके बाद आया investment income. Now investment income can be of from two sources, either shares, securities and other paper documents, or from house. So if I am renting a house, what do I receive? House rent income. And if I am selling my shares, or if I am not selling, if I am retaining my shares, what do I earn? Interest income, dividend income. So prior to Income Tax 1922, we had only three heads of income: income from business, income from salary, and investment income. उसके बाद बड़े-बड़े काम करने लगे. The amount as well as the volume also increased, and thereby these five heads of income that we know of today, income from salary, business, house property, capital gain and other sources, they came into being. Okay, so these are basically the things which you and me, we know. Now what the intention of this lecture is to get you through the basics of income tax, which is starting from section 1 to section 10. Alright, I'm not going to really explain these sections, just give you a very brief knowledge about it. So income tax is basically tax on income. Now income, as we know, what is income? A regular, a periodical receipt. मतलब जो रोज मिलता है, हर महीने मिलता है, हर वीक मिलता है, 3 महीने मिल सकता है, XYZ. So income means regular receipts. Now this regular receipts, I can give you some examples. If I have a house property and I give it on rent, I get rental income. Now rental income is a regular receipt. Similarly, salary income is a regular receipt. Salary income किससे मिलता है? Employment से. So house रहेगा तो rental income मिलेगा, employment रहेगा, you will get salary. If you have a share, you may get interest. If you have a debenture, you may get interest income. So if it is a regular receipt, and if it is yes, then it is chargeable to tax. If no, so for example, we know that gifts under section 56, it is not a regular receipt of income. साल में एक आध बार तुमको कोई गिफ्ट देगा, वो भी चार्ज करते हैं. क्यों? There is a concept known as real income concept in income tax. Now, as per real income, a fiction is created. Fiction is created means what? Section 224. It defines your incomes. Now, section 224 includes gifts also. So this, because of this creation of fiction, if I do not have a regular receipt, still because of this concept of creation of fiction, it may be taxed under income tax. So basically, the gift, which is a capital receipt, is given the form of a revenue receipt, and still it becomes your income on which you can pay tax. Alright, so this is one thing. So basically, this is the main reason why there are some confusion in our minds कि भाई ये regular income है नहीं, फिर भी उसको tax क्यों करते हैं? So regular receipt, real concept. Now after this, another question is tax. Income though, now you know what is an income, why is an income, okay? So you want to pay tax on that income. Then comes section 4, charge on income. So any income on which you are liable to pay tax, that concept is stated under section 4. So then comes your basic section. अभी पता चल गया कि ठीक है ये एक चीज income है. Then you see कि उसके ऊपर section 4 applicable है कि नहीं, means whether the tax or whether the income is chargeable to tax or not. Then comes the question where to pay tax. You want to pay the tax in India or outside India? वहाँ का कोई है, some non-resident is there. Is he liable to pay tax in India or not? Then comes scope of income, section 5. That is where to pay tax. So we determine these two sections. Then now I know that this person is earning this income which is chargeable to tax. Then कौन से head में उसको charge करना है. So then comes section 14, classification of income under the 5 heads as we know of today. Then comes lastly, which we all are worried about, rates of tax. Now rates of tax are given by 2 acts. Income tax में prescribed होते हैं and every year as you know budget जब निकलता है February में, the Finance Act they may change or they may amend the rates. Alright, so rates are prescribed by 2 acts, Income Tax Act and Finance Act. So rates under income tax there are many sections pertaining to different incomes, 115A, 115BB, so on and so forth. So basically this is how our income tax has evolved right from, I don't know, 400-500 years back where there was barter system, and right now there are 1,000-2,000 pages of a book which is known as a Bare Act. These are the basics of income tax, that is section 1 to section 9.